So we're going live on. I'm going live on two platforms. So bear with me. I'm going live on YouTube at the same time as I'm selling live on Whatnot. So we're gonna try to make this work. I got two screens going. We're gonna try to make this work. So I'm gonna let's go. I got a bunch of 4K discs. I've got a bunch of Steelbooks. Um, how's the audio on this stream? We sound good on Whatnot. We sound good on YouTube. Everything good. Someone give me a thumbs up. Okay. All right. Cool. So, real quick, like I just said, everyone who's joining now on YouTube or on Whatnot, I'm going two places at once. So I'm sitting in front of my computer. If you're on YouTube, you could watch me live. I'm going to be selling movies on Whatnot while I'm chatting to everybody. And on Whatnot, you're just going to see the movies that I'm selling. So I'm going to give it about 2 minutes here, and I'm actually going to start adding some more movies to the Whatnot sale, so that we can have those in the queue. But everything today is going to start at $1. So I do have some criterions for sale. I have one criterion. I've got some a bunch of 4K discs, some Steelbooks, some box sets. So should be good stuff. I'm starting to add things now to Whatnot and the sale. So if you guys want to get the $15 credit, you have to use the link that is in the description of the YouTube video for those of you on YouTube. That's the way to go. Also only works for new users. So if you're a new user, you can get the 15. If you've been on Whatnot previously, you cannot get the $15. It's only for new users. All right, so Whatnot fam, I'm gonna start doing it. We're gonna start running let's run some auctions. Like I said, everything starts at $1. Everything starts at $1. Let's go with first one. How about I Know What You Did Last Summer? 4K, completely sealed. We're selling I Know What You Did Last Summer sealed, 4K. It's going to start the auction at $1 once I can figure out how to do this. Here we go. Start auction. 30 seconds, $1 auction. Let's do it. Like I said, completely sealed here. You still see the shrink wrap. It's got the digital code in it. All that good stuff. All right. So I'm going to keep adding stuff while we're selling here. And I do want to say this is a pretty cool time to be on the channel and on the stream, because if you guys don't know, we hit 100K. Thank you. A Martirono 1. I Know What You Did Last Summer, 4K. Let's do the Men in Black 4K. Let's do this one. So this Men in Black release, it's not sealed. It is a UK release, but the discs are region free. The 4K disc is region free. So nothing to worry about there. You can play this disc wherever you are in the world. So if you guys want to buy stuff and you're on YouTube, you got to jump over to Whatnot. It's an app. You download it. I put all the links in the description of the live stream. So that's where you buy stuff. It's an app in the App Store. You can go to whatnot.com, wherever you want to go, and I'm streaming over there. So come hang out. if you can. I just wanted to go live here on YouTube as well, so I could talk to you guys. $7 for Men in Black 4K is going to be a good deal for somebody. Good pickup there. Thank you for the purchase. Let me just do this. $1. Confirm. All right, let's do No Time to Die. No Time to Die here, 4K collector's edition. It is not sealed, but it has both the discs, so nothing to worry about there. Let's start that auction up. I believe Canadians can buy, so yeah, I think you just would pay more for shipping, obviously, but I think Canadians can buy. Oh, how many titles am I selling today? Honestly, I think I have 40, maybe. $10 for No Time to Die on 4K. Good deal there. Good job. All right, let's do this one. This one's going to be cool. Universal Monsters. Icons of Horror Collection. This is sealed. Still sealed. Has the code. Has the 4K discs. Has all 4 movies in it. Let's start that one. Start it for 30 seconds. Have I ever ordered from Cape Light? I'm not sure. I don't know Cape Light. $1. There's some pretty good deals to be had here. With everything starting at $1, pretty easy to get some good deals. $43 for Universal Monsters Horror. That's good stuff there. Thank you. Let's do this one next. Let's do this one here. This is the Lawrence of Arabia 4K Steelbook that I'm selling here. Not sealed, but in good condition. Has the 4K discs, all that good stuff. Patrick on YouTube, is Looper worth $10 for 4K? I'd say so. That's a decent disc. You probably won't buy anything with the $15 free. Hey, use the $15 credit. It's completely free. Why not use it, right? Go for it. If you're here and you get your $15 credit, you might as well use it. Lawrence of Arabia 4K Steelbooks running right now on Whatnot. $33. Movie Guy 46 now comes in for $35. I know you've been busy with everything, but have you watched any of the movies from Columbia Classics Volume 3? I have. I need to make a video about that because I've been slacking. Cool. $35. Movie Guy 46. Congrats on that one. And you guys should know too, everyone on Whatnot, like the if you buy more, the shipping cost is probably going to tell you it's like $4 or $5. If you buy more, it's only like 50 cents or $1 additional shipping. So they bundle everything together. So this is cool. Hey, glad we can make your night with that. Let's do Star Trek next. Star Trek is a 4-movie set here. This has the first 4 Star Trek movies, and it has both the Blu-ray and the 4K for this one. So you do get both versions, but not the digital code's not included. So the first 4 Star Trek movies there on 4K. Ben on YouTube says he went to a newly remodeled Best Buy. There was no movie section. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's That's what's going to happen, right? People are going to start selling things. They're going to start selling things online. That's just it doesn't make sense to have the floor space on a big store like Best Buy when they can sell a washing machine for, $1,000. Unfortunately, it doesn't make sense to have floor space for a bunch of $20 movies. So, it's going to move online, but there's some great sites online, and there's still good independent movie stores out there for sure. I have one, Bull Moose. There's Orbit DVD in the Carolinas. There's, certainly still some independent stores like that around. $35 for Star Trek. Good pickup there. Fergie, thank you. Let's do another Steelbook. Let's do the I said 1912 Steelbook on the listing. That's not right. It's 1917. Great movie, by the way. 1917. Got the 4K Steelbook there, not sealed, but it has the 4K disc as well as the Blu-ray. And now I've got to get on my horse here and start adding some more movies. Hey, thank you for the congrats on the 100K. I appreciate that. Dark Fiend gets the Steelbook. Thank you for the sale there, sir. Well, let's do ET next. Let's do ET. This is the ET 35th anniversary limited edition. Has this lenticular slipcover here for those on YouTube. Here's what we're selling over on Whatnot. Has the booklet, has the 4K disc, not sealed again, but certainly I like to think I keep things in pretty good shape. Sean, thank you. 100K. Yeah, it's nuts, man. It's really cool. I really, in this live stream, I know we probably won't get a ton of people, but like, it was just cool to come on here and chat with you guys. So let me keep adding some movies here. $100K in the new house. That's right. That's right. Finally hit 100K. Thoughts on the upcoming Pulp Fiction 4K? I'm hopeful because Reservoir Dogs was so good. I'm hopeful Pulp Fiction is just as good. 4 Kellys. Thank you for the purchase there. All right, I actually have to run and grab one thing so we can do this. I'm going to do a Christmas Blu-ray bundle here, but give me 1 second because I'm missing one of the movies. Where is this movie? Why can I not find it? Well, it looks like we're selling just these 3. So we're going to do a Christmas Blu-ray bundle. I've got Elf on Blu-ray. I've got the Polar Express still sealed. And I've got National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So we're going to run that. Start that auction. You get all 3 of these movies with this auction. We're going to do some more Steelbooks after this too. Hey, thanks for the congratulations, guys. I really do appreciate that. It's been a crazy run over 5 years. And I'm sorry I'm multitasking for anyone who just joined on YouTube or on Whatnot. I'm multitasking here, so bear with me. Hey, Obi Kenobi, thank you for the purchase there of the Christmas bundle. Appreciate that. I've got some TV box sets too, which is pretty sweet. Let's do this one. This is a cool steelbook. Heat Blu-ray steelbook. $1 starts. I haven't picked up Malcolm X yet. Haven't done that yet, but hoping to very soon. On Whatnot, you can do silent. It's all silent auction, basically. I mean, you don't have to say anything. You just bid, and that's what happens. There's nothing really to it. You bid, and you don't have to say a word. Try to keep it pretty simple. Thanks, Devin. I appreciate that, man. Very much appreciated. Always try to just raise above all the noise, man. You know what I mean? Just raise above all the noise. Devin, if you want to bid on stuff, anyone who's on YouTube, I'm live over on Whatnot. So you need to click the links in my video description here on YouTube. You can come over on Whatnot and start bidding. But we're already 15 minutes into the sale, so get over here when you can. Nate, thanks for picking up the Heat Steelbook. Let's jump right into another. Let's do Friday the 13th. You guys want to do Friday the 13th Steelbook? Here's a funny story about this Steelbook. I sold this in the last live stream, and the guy who bought it had to bail. So it's sealed 40th anniversary limited edition. He had to bail, so you guys get lucky, and somebody's going to take this one home today. And I will say I'll be on here probably for about an hour, maybe. I do have to get going, but am I able to throw in plastic covers with the Steelbooks? I pack them up pretty good. LMag94, thank you for the purchase. All right, here let's do this one. Let's do this. Let's finish up the Steelbooks. So I've got the Space Jam Blu-ray Steelbook here. This is a pretty sweet Steelbook. I really like the look of this one. Starting every auction at $1. Check this one out. Here's the back. Pretty sweet. Inside's pretty cool too. So I have not done Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 yet. That one's coming up. I also have some Criterions and other movies to do as well. So stay tuned for that. And everything is starting at $1. B Fraud, $35 for the Space Jam Steelbook. Thank you, sir. All right, let's see. Let's do this one. This is a cool one. Let's do the Little Rascals collection. Let me show you guys what this is first. So the Little Rascals, if you don't know this show, it was completely restored on Blu-ray, and I have volumes 5, 4, 3, and then 2 and 1. You get all 5 volumes with this. So if you like the Little Rascals, this is a pretty sweet pickup. You get the entire show. These are totally restored. They look great. I'll say that. So see if anybody's interested in these guys. The Little Rascals, complete collection there for the Little Rascals, which is pretty cool. Why do I think companies are now putting out movies on 4K like Christmas Vacation rather than when the 4K format initially came out? I'll tell you why. It's because it takes a long time. It takes a long time to do a 4K restoration. And so they can only do so many at a time. It's an expensive process. And that's really what it comes down to, honestly. That's why you're going to see 4K live for a very long time, because there's just a lot that they have to do to create to create a transformation, restoration. So that's what it comes down to. You'll be seeing 4K restorations coming out in years. Kiss Freak, thank you for the Little Rascals purchase. That's awesome. All right, let's do. Somebody had asked about this one, so we're gonna do that 70s show. This is on DVD. This is it was at Walmart. So let's do it. I don't know why Warner Brothers puts their new logo on their old films. Sometimes they don't. They didn't do it for The Shining. Is that Warner Brothers? I can't remember. That 70s show for $1 over on Whatnot, guys. If you haven't joined Whatnot, I sell on here. I'll probably do like one sale a month. That's just sort of how I curate the collection now. So that is the way it's going to go. One sale a month and go from there. But follow me over there. If you click the link in the description on YouTube, you get $15 credit. Kiss Freak is winning. Have I seen the despecialized Star Wars? Good question. I haven't. I've heard good things. Kiss Freak, thank you for another purchase. All right, let's do this one. We're gonna do some Scooby-Doo Blu-ray. Here we go. See if I can stand this up. Now, full transparency, when you look at this thing, I got this from Amazon and it was partially damaged on the side. See this plastic? The plastic a little broken. Now, the set is fine. The discs are fine. The inside box is fine, and it has the digital code as well as the Blu-ray. So everything's in okay shape. But I do want to show you that side piece was a little busted, but this is the complete series of that original Scooby-Doo show. So pretty cool set, limited edition to 50,000, which like probably isn't very limited, but that's what's going on there. Hey, for the spinning media cabinet, I bought, if you go to the spinning media cabinet on Amazon, they suggest a Lazy Susan that's metal. Just pick that one. That's the best one. All right. Thank you for the purchase there on Scooby-Doo CG13. Thank you. I will say I'm saving Whatnot people and YouTube people. I'm saving some of the good stuff for the end. So stick around. We got some really good stuff coming. What do we all do when 6K gets launched in 2023? I can tell you guys right now, 6K is never going to get launched, and 8K probably won't either. All right, here's a fun one. If you like TV shows, 30 Rock, the complete series, Blu-ray, and it is sealed. $1. $1 for 30 Rock on Blu-ray, completely sealed set. Top Gun is unbelievable. Do I have more 4Ks to come in the auction? I don't. All those 4Ks that's what I had. That's what I sold. So those are 4Ks are, yeah, the 4Ks are done, but I've got some really good Blu-rays still to buy, to sell. $23. Good deal. Good deal. LMAG with another purchase. All right, let's do Do I have the Rugrats movie on Blu-ray? I don't. That would be a good one to get. Is that available? I'm not even sure. Let's do this one next. The Ultimate Matrix Collection going up for sale on Whatnot. Start this up. So this Matrix set here, this is Blu-ray. It has all the movies. It has the Matrix, Matrix Revolutions, Reloaded, and the Animatrix as well, plus some special features. Do I like anime? Not really. Not a huge anime person. Just never got into anime. Wasn't my thing. Who's going to take home the Matrix? Who is going to take home the Matrix? Did I get the Sony Pictures Classics 30th anniversary? I didn't get that yet. I did not get that. I'm probably going to, I think that's a good Christmas gift for me. I think that's what I'm going to do. Maybe you guys will. Maybe somebody here will buy it for Christmas, but no, I haven't got it yet, but that's supposed to be a great set. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, KB. Thank you, everybody on YouTube. Appreciate you all. And thank you, Broski Joe, who won the Matrix box set. So the next couple that I'm going to sell, if I can find them. Where'd it go? So the next few that I'm going to sell are Twilight Time movies. So they are limited editions. 2 of them are sealed. 1 of them is not. So we'll start with the one that's not. Zulu, Twilight Time. Just for whatever reason, wasn't one that I got around to watching. This hit the curation pile. But these are limited editions. Look them up. They go for pretty crazy money on eBay sometimes. So they sell out. Twilight Time sells out their releases, and then that's sort of it. Don't have any more Steelbooks coming. Here's a Patriots question. Do I want Mac Jones as the starter for the rest of the season? Yes. Mac Jones is perfectly fine as the Patriots starter. He did fine yesterday. He didn't lose that game. The defense lost that game. If he can get a good coach on the offense, he'll be fine. Wally on 4K. Can't wait. Can't wait for that. I got that one coming soon. Zulu picking up some steam. $24. Caleb Longnecker. Oh, and we got $26. Did I like the Batman? I loved the Batman. Yes. Blu-ray is going to be around for a while. There's nothing to worry about there, guys. I've said this many times. It's Blu-ray is not going anywhere. They're still selling DVDs. So if DVDs are still around, Blu-rays aren't going anywhere. That's just not going to happen. Next one, let's do this. Fever Pitch. Now, this movie, good for soccer fans right now if you're watching the World Cup. Fever Pitch, there was an American version about the Red Sox in baseball. This is the UK version. Twilight Time release. It is sealed, still plastic wrapped, completely sealed. Fever Pitch. Good soccer movie. Canadian Maker Project. Love the content. With Disney doing what they do you think we'll see a 4K of The Abyss? We will definitely see a 4K release of The Abyss because James Cameron is going to force them to do it. It's just that he wants to do it on his terms. Panic Room 4K has supposed to have been coming for years now. I don't know what's going on with that. They announce it and then they pull it back, and then they announce it and pull it back. I don't know. Twilight Time is Twilight Time's a boutique label. They put out some independent catalog releases like this, and they usually limit them to 5,000 copies. Yeah, I mean, The Abyss is coming. It's a matter of when, not if. All right, last Twilight Time sealed copy here of the front. So let's do that one for auction. So if you guys watched my last podcast with Adam Hlavik, we talked about James Cameron and what he's doing with his movies. He is probably going to do some the reason he doesn't want to release The Abyss yet and other stuff yet is because he wants to do some crazy visual stuff with it, like he did to Avatar and Titanic. He wants to do like high frame rate. He wants them to look the way he wants. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with those. What's the worst movie that I'll defend? I'll tell you right now, Halloween 5. I'll defend that to the death. I think that's one of the best Halloween movies. It's so funny. It's so much fun to watch. It's like a campy 80s slasher that we don't get enough of anymore. So there you go. I will defend that movie. I know how stupid it is, and I'll defend it. All right, Goody, $17 for the front. Thank you, sir. All right, let's do a criterion. Here comes the only criterion from this sale. And I'll say this criterion release is excellent. And the only reason I am selling it is because I got the upgraded 4K UHD version. But this Police Story criterion I'm selling here, it is a 4K restoration. So it looks awesome. Wife loves that answer. Hers is Escape from LA. You know, I don't know if I can defend Escape from LA, but I can certainly defend Halloween 5. I'll defend anything John Carpenter because I love John Carpenter. I don't have a massive digital collection. That's interesting. I just don't. Wade Atkinson, will you notice the high frame rate for Avatar at the cinema? From what I've heard from people who saw the Avatar remaster, no. They didn't really notice it that much. So, I don't know. $30. David, thank you for buying Police Story. Let's do another complete set. You guys like pirates? We're going to sell Black Sails Blu-ray. Black Sails. The complete collection here, Black Sails. It's not sealed. It doesn't have the digital code, but it is the complete set on Blu-ray. Joe, thank you, sir, for the congrats on 100K. Appreciate that. Fever Pitch is a Jimmy Fallon, Drew Barrymore baseball movie. It is, but the one that I just sold is not. There's Fever Pitch, the baseball movie, is based on Fever Pitch, a soccer movie from the UK. That movie came out first. Where are my Black Sails fans? We get the complete collection here on Blu-ray for $9. Somebody's about to get a steal. Pretty good show, actually. I think James Cameron is not like Michael Bay. He is much better. There's a lot of comments on Whatnot right now about 4K players to buy. I have a Re-Avon player, and I love it, but it's a $2,000 or $1,500 player. It doesn't make sense for most people. The player to buy is a Panasonic UB820. It's like $400 right now on sale Black Friday. That's a steal. The Xbox One, PlayStation 5, like those are fine, but I'd go with the Panasonic UB820. Thank you, Zoozers, for the purchase. All right, let's do this Star Wars OG trilogy. Now, this is the old box art here. You don't see this box art anymore. Let me show you two real quick. Star Wars Blu-ray set here. You just don't see that artwork. You'll see it. It goes for kind of crazy money on eBay, but here on Whatnot, we start things at just $1. Just $1 here on Whatnot. That's what we do. Just dropped a bunch of movies. Everything is starting at $1 on Whatnot, and Kenneth wins Star Wars for $19. Good pickup, man. Good pickup. All right, let's do this one next. This is a cool one. Casablanca and the African Queen, Blu-ray double feature and sealed. Still in its original wrapping, completely sealed. This is a good question. When do you think we could see the theatrical versions of Star Wars? It's not going to happen. And I can tell you why. Because George Lucas got divorced. And his wife owns part of those original trilogy movies. So if he puts out the original theatrical versions, then his wife gets money. If he puts out his remastered versions, his ex-wife, doesn't get money. It's as simple as that. You'll never see those released, even after Lucas dies, unless his kids are like, happy with giving the ex-wife money. I don't know what that situation is, but nobody's getting theatrical Star Wars for a very long time. All right, let's do this. This is a newer release. This just came out. Beast on Blu-ray. Personal issues always get involved, man. I know Zulu is a great movie. I opened it and I watched it. Just didn't think I needed it in my collection to watch it again. Beast selling right now. Everything on Whatnot is $1. $1. Yeah, if you bought Zulu, that's a good movie. That is a good movie. User bad boy 9 whatever. Good one. Good pickup, man. All right, let's do some fun ones. I just got these and I don't remember requesting them. So I wasn't super interested, but we got some Mill Creek VHS. We've got the paper slipcover, we've got the replacement killers, and we've got the Cure. So these three, as part of a bundle, are getting sold together. All sealed. All of these are sealed. All my stuff just fell over. All right, guys, we only have like maybe like 10 movies left. So not much left here. Not much left. They're not VHS tapes. These are VHS cover art. They have VHS cover art. Kiss Freak again, $21. Good pickups there. All right, let's do one that everyone's been waiting for. You guys want to do Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2? Let's do it. Now, this is not the 4K. Not the 4K release here. I'm selling my Shout Factory Blu-ray Collector's Edition Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. It's got some sick artwork on it. I bought the 4K from Vinegar Syndrome, sorry. So I didn't need this one anymore. It can go to somebody else who loves it. I do have Pearl, but I'm not selling Pearl. Pearl I loved, and I'm keeping that Blu-ray. That's not going anywhere. Yeah, this one's got the slipcover. It's in pretty good condition. I like to keep my stuff, in good shape as a collector. But yeah, hard to find these with the slipcover. $43. Thank you. Ianojani, $43. Appreciate that. All right, let's do this one. I watched this movie and I just wasn't a big fan. Easter Sunday. Did you guys see this one? This one I said, I could sell. I wasn't a fan of the comedian in the movie, so it didn't really click for me, but I'm sure somebody out there is. The Vinegar Syndrome Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is awesome. I have a review coming for that soon, for sure. Have I noticed that streaming audio is getting quieter? Haven't noticed that. I'm sure it is, though. I mean, they don't have the newest. The compression hurts, and I don't know, they mess with audio all the time on streaming and on TV. So 4K release of Aliens, nothing. It's the James Cameron movie. You'll be lucky to ever see that one. He'll have to totally approve it. Zoozers just get a great deal for $6 there. All right, guys, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got seven movies left. 7 movies left. So let's get them going. I just lost one. Where did that movie go? Oh, there it is. This one just came out on, I think, Paramount Plus. But if you want to own the physical release, here you go. Any updates on Barbarian physical media situation? Yeah, I have no more information on Barbarian. All these other Searchlight movies from Disney, Fox, they're all coming out, and Barbarian's just not. And I don't know why. I don't know what they're waiting for. I don't know if maybe they have a licensing deal with HBO Max, and that could be the reason. But that doesn't explain why Amsterdam and other movies from Searchlight are the Banshees of Inisherin, they're all just going to physical. So it doesn't make any sense what's happening there. So I don't know. It's a very good question. What's happening with Barbarian on physical media, because it sucks that hasn't come out yet. Thank you. So let's go. All right, let's do this one. It's a fun slasher movie. You guys seen this? Happy Birthday to Me. Very, very fun slasher movie. On Blu-ray, still sealed in its original packaging. No slipcover, but sealed here. Happy Birthday to Me. Great horror movie. Yeah, Sean, I'll definitely be doing this again, man. I'm going to try to do one of these sales every month. I don't know that I'll always do YouTube at the same time, because this, honestly, once I started doing this, it's a little chaotic going back and forth. It's a little crazy. So I probably just do the whatnot thing when I sell. But I definitely want to go and stream on YouTube some more too. It's always fun, and we always have good conversations. Thank you, Nate, for Happy Birthday to Me. Here's another classic for you. How about Fright Night? This is the German Blu-ray release, but it is region free. You'll be able to play it on your system, no matter where you are in the world. The video quality on the 4K for Christmas Vacation is fantastic. Very, very good. I was a little tough on it maybe in my review, but I loved it. I mean, that's a night and day difference. Hey, 200 Watt Studio, thank you for the super gift there on YouTube. I do have a C2. I don't have a 77. I have a 65. Default settings, I stick to what ratings.com, RTINGS.com. they always seem to have the best calibrated settings, and I've really liked on every TV what they've got me. So that's what I've been doing for their stuff. Definitely check them out. Thank you, Claire Fox, for Fright Night. If you bought Elf on 4K on my recommendation, trust me, you're gonna have a good time. It looks fantastic. I actually watched it again last night. It was so good. Here we go. Let's do Reservoir Dogs Blu-ray, $1. Who's taking it? 15th anniversary Blu-ray for $1. Yeah, the C2, the LG C2. It's good. It's good. Big fan from Greece. Thank you, sir. Can't believe that people in Greece and all over the world like watch my stuff. It's crazy. Hey, you got Elf on 4K today and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Both of those are awesome. If you like A Christmas Story, that one, I haven't put the review out yet, but Christmas Story might be the best of all of them. Polar Express a little iffy. I don't know about Polar Express. You'll get my review on that. But yeah, I am going to pick up the Sony Classics box set as well. That's definitely happening. Probably for Christmas. I am getting the Wall-E Criterion Collection too. That one is coming very soon. Actually, it's probably on its way to me right now. Do I still recommend the Sony X700? Honestly, for the price, yes, because they have fixed a lot of the issues. But it's still going to freeze from time to time. But if you only have like $150 or $200 to spend, it's not bad. If you can get the 800, that's better. If you can get the Panasonic UB820, that's the way to go. All right, next one for sale here. We've got Pet Sematary. Now this is a weird 2-pack. So this has the old movie Pet Sematary on Blu-ray and digital, and only the digital movie of the 2019 movie. So just kind of a weird pack. Like they sold a physical. I'm going to show this to YouTube real quick as well. They sold a digital copy in a physical release. Strange, right? Very, very strange to sell a digital copy as part of a physical release. But if you buy this, you get the new remaster of the original movie, which is pretty solid. Does have a 4K disc. Cape Cod Ken says, what do you think of graded VHS tapes? I actually have a whole video on this on my channel. I think it's super dumb. I understand it for super rare VHS tapes. I could see that. I don't understand it. Like grading them doesn't make sense really. Even when I collect sports cards, I like to grade them, but it's not so much about the grade. It's about the preservation and the authentication of them. That's what I truly care about. Nate, thanks for winning Pet Sematary. So for VHS tapes, if you have a rare VHS tape, like great, grade it, authenticate it. Like if it's an original, whatever movie that there's only a couple copies of. But if you're taking a copy of like, I don't know, you're taking a copy of like Home Alone on VHS and grading it and trying to charge $500, it makes no sense. You can get that literally at any thrift store for $1. All right, we're going to sell 2 Paranormal Activity movies here, and then I've got one more to round things out, and then that's gonna do it. Paranormal Activity 2 and Paranormal Activity 3, digital copies, Blu-ray and DVD. They're both sealed here. Both of these movies are sealed. There are good Black Friday deals on players. I saw the Panasonic UB820, $400, $399. That's pretty good. That is pretty good for that price point. Paranormal Activity sealed. Who's going to grab them? E-Rock. Thank you, sir. All right. Last movie here of the night for Whatnot, and then I'm going to spend a little bit more time on the YouTube stream. So if you guys do want to keep talking, hop on over to YouTube. But this has been a ton of fun on Whatnot. This has been a great sale. We sold some really good movies. Last one that's going up, Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow. This movie is awesome on 4K, but Blu-ray also pretty good. My YouTube name is the same. It's Films at Home. Find me on YouTube at Films at Home. If you're on Whatnot, go over there, subscribe. We actually just broke 100,000 subscribers this week, thanks to the YouTube community here. So crazy that we hit that number. This is not the 3D version. This is the Blu-ray version of Edge of Tomorrow. Am I into 3D movies? Not really, to be honest. Not really into 3D movies. I have a 3D TV, but I talked about this in my last podcast episode. I've had a problem with 3D movies and like my eyes. I just like can't. I don't know. Like I can't focus right. I have sort of like it's not a lazy eye, but I definitely have one eye that's stronger than the other. And when I watch 3D movies, it just screws me up. All right. Well, YouTube, hang on 1 second. We're going to close out Whatnot team. That was the sale. Quick 50-minute sale. We sold a ton of movies. But that's it. That's the sale. That's what I had for you. So I'm going to end the Whatnot stream. But if you want to keep talking, follow me on YouTube, Films at Home on YouTube. Follow me over there. We're talking movies for another maybe 15 or 20 minutes. So come on over there and have a good time and make sure you're subscribed. And I'll be back with more Whatnot shows very, very soon, I'm sure. So I appreciate y'all coming out for this one. If you missed it, don't worry. I'll definitely have more. And I appreciate the support. So thanks everyone. And we'll catch you next time. All right, YouTube fam, what's going on? I just ended the Whatnot sale. If you guys didn't have a chance to hop on that, thought that was pretty cool. I did Whatnot at the same time as YouTube. Honestly, I probably wouldn't do it again. It's a little distracting. But I'm going to be here for about, let's call it another 15, 20 minutes chatting here on YouTube. So I'm going to try to answer as many questions as you can. There is a super chat option. If you do the super chat, I will put your question to the top of the line and try to answer it. A few people have done that, so I appreciate those. Those donations help my channel and obviously support me so I can buy more movies and invest in more equipment. I need like a better webcam for these live streams. That's one thing. I just had to buy a label printer for all the stuff I've been shipping out. Maybe I'll start my own business someday. Maybe a little physical media label where I'm making my own release. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? So yeah, I'm going to jump in here. Let's answer some questions. And if you do want to make sure your question gets answered, super chat, always an option. All right, so let's see. Hey, Jeff from the UK, love everything you do. Thanks for the reviews. Use you as a buying guy for my 4K films, and we get the same TV. Well, hey, Glenn, I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. And everybody who said congrats on 100K, I definitely appreciate that because it's 5 years. I've been doing this for 5 years now, over 5 years, believe it or not. It's been a journey, and 100K is always that goal that I set. So now, like, what's my goal for 2023? I don't know yet. Like $250,000 would be cool. 250K. I don't think we'll do that in a year. I think my goal for 2023, you might be surprised. We'll see what that's going to be. Did I review the 4K Fifth Element? I feel like I did. I have 640 videos on my channel. So sometimes I honestly can't remember if I just watched it or I actually reviewed it and made a video. Question that you always wanted to ask from Greece, my friend from Greece here. Who's your favorite actor? That's tough. When you watch so many movies, that's tough. My favorite actor, I think it's still Denzel Washington because he's just so well-rounded. Like he can do so many different things. He can do Macbeth, and then he can do The Equalizer, and then he can do Training Day, and he can do Glory, and he can do John Q and Malcolm X, and also do like, fun action movies. So I still love Denzel. Denzel Washington's the reason I'm here and the reason I started collecting. So I have to say Denzel. My favorite movie of the year so far, this is probably cliched, but like I loved Top Gun Maverick. That was just so much fun. That felt like a movie like that hadn't been made in so long. Like that was just a fun movie with awesome scenes. Two Guns, great movie, Sean. Yes, Two Guns was the one I was thinking of. Best cheap sound system. If you're gonna go cheap on a sound system, you might as well go for a sound bar because you'll get more bang for your buck. Don't go cheap on like speakers and stuff. They'll blow. They'll short. They'll just not be good. And you need a receiver anyway. If you don't have a receiver, like a good AV receiver, your speakers don't matter too much. So like if you have a budget of a couple $100, get a good sound bar. It's definitely going to give you a much better sound than a TV system can. Where did I move? Am I still in Massachusetts? I'm not. I moved just over the border. I moved up to New Hampshire. So my family's all still in Massachusetts. I'm in Massachusetts all the time, of course. I was just there today, and I was there yesterday as well for Thanksgiving. But I am in southern New Hampshire now. So anybody in New Hampshire, shout out. Do I like Titanic? And Sean, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Do I like Titanic and Avatar as movies? Titanic is fine. It's too long. I think it's too long. There are moments in Titanic that are awesome. Avatar, I think, is one of the most overrated movies of all time. It's a technical feat for sure. Like the technical specs on Avatar and the way that was shot and created, amazing. But and this is the joke, but like it really is just Pocahontas with blue people. Like it's the story isn't that original. So I don't love Avatar, and I think this new Avatar movie, I think it might bomb. We'll see. Top 5 Christmas movies. This is a good one. Top 5 Christmas movies. And lots of questions coming in here. So if you guys do want to make sure you get your question answered, like Sean, super chat. That's the way to go, and that supports my channel. So it's a win-win for everybody. Yeah, top 5 Christmas movies. I would go not in any particular order, but Elf, Jingle All the Way, Christmas Vacation for sure are my top 3. Those are the 3. If I had to extend to 5, I still have a soft spot for the Santa Claus. I think that movie is still Tim Allen is very funny in that. So I put that one in there. And then maybe A Family Stone. It's a good Christmas movie. Oh yeah, Home Alone's up there. See, I don't know. I just like there's a lot of good Christmas movies. Die Hard. I should put Die Hard in the top 5. You're right. I'm firmly on the side of Die Hard being a Christmas movie. That's a good one. Not a huge fan of the Grinch. Let's see. Let's see. Should I buy a sound bar first or a 4K player? Buy the player. You'll see a big difference in visual quality before you do sound quality, especially with the sound bar. Sean, another super chat. Thank you. How many movies do you own? I own over 1,500. So before I did my big purge and my curation of the collection, I owned, I want to say it was like 3,500. I'm probably down to like 27 or 2,800 now, just under 3,000, I would think. And I do want to kind of get that number down lower. 200-watt studio. Thanks again for the super chat. What are your top 5 discs over 5 years? That's a big question. Okay. Top 5 discs over 5 years of doing this. 2001: A Space Odyssey is in there. That's an amazing 4K restoration. The 10 Commandments is probably still in there as well. Movie looks incredible. I'm sort of so partial to like older stuff that's been remastered, but I don't know how you can do a top 5 4K disc and not include Top Gun Maverick because it's unbelievably well done. Um, I'd probably put in Jaws, but that's because it's my favorite movie, but also the restoration was awesome. God, top 5 is so hard because there are so many good 4K discs. Like, to round out that top 5, I could put in The Shining. That's a possibility. I'm trying to, like, rack my brain right now for other stuff. I mean, the new Dune movie is incredible. I loved Willy Wonka on 4K. Apocalypse Now on 4K is great. There's so many, like, Reservoir Dogs that just came out is awesome, awesome, awesome. And some of the stuff like The Final Countdown from Blue Underground or Django from Arrow Video, like, those are all amazing too. Like, it's so hard to put a top 5 together. Um, what movie features most underrated 4K HDR sound or nitrate? I'm not sure what you mean by nitrate, just being shot on film. Um, I would say that HDR is probably the most underrated because everyone talks about resolution and everybody talks about surround sound. But if your TV can't handle HDR well, you can get a really dark picture. It won't look good. But if your TV can handle it well, it's amazing. It is probably the biggest step forward for 4K. Sean, thanks again. Would you ever stop buying movies if your collection reached a certain number? I stopped buying anything except new releases because of my number. I would never stop buying stuff, but I've talked about this. Like, if I'm going to buy more stuff, then I'm probably going to sell some stuff. Like, there's always an opportunity as a collector to curate and you sell some of your stuff to buy other stuff. I just did a big sale on Whatnot. Like, that's why I do that. Is to sell stuff that I don't need so I can buy stuff. Like, I spent $100 in the Vinegar Syndrome Black Friday sale. I might spend more. I didn't buy anything from Criterion yet. It's almost the end of the month. I might go get some 50% off stuff. So, you know, that's I would always keep buying, but I would make sure I'm funding my collection somehow. Connor, thanks for the donation there. Saw that second site posted they're doing a Texas Chainsaw 4K. Yeah, I did see that. I already have Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original on 4K. I got it from Turbine Media in Germany. If you have that Blu-ray release from Dark Sky or any 4K restoration Blu-ray, it is pretty solid. There's not much you can do to that movie. 4K takes it to the next level, but the Blu-ray is also pretty good. What did I pick up from Vinegar Syndrome today? Well, good question, but let me just pull it up so I don't get this wrong. I want to make sure I get this right. I know I got Madman on 4K. That I'm excited about. I got a lot of slasher movies. I got Madman. I got Evil Terror Train, I think. Damn it. What were the other ones that I got? I bought $100. So I've been looking at so many movie sales today that I can't even remember. Let me pull up the email. Thank you for your purchase. Here we go. Vinegar Syndrome. And they don't tell. Oh, so I bought Night Train to Terror. I bought Don't Go in the Woods. I bought Graduation Day. I bought Drop Dead Fred. And I bought Madman on UHD 4K. Reform Schoolgirls and Heavy Metal Parking Lot. Those are cool too. Michael, thank you for the donation. Cheapest Dolby Atmos setup. It's got to be a sound bar, right? I mean, is it ideal? No, but there's some pretty good sound bars out there. If you want to go cheap for Dolby Atmos, I've been telling people like Dolby Atmos is just a signal that passes through a receiver. So if you have good speakers, even if they're old, if they're good speakers, you can use them, but you need the receiver to pass that through. So, invest in the receiver first, then you can find speakers, secondhand and build out a 7.1 system or 712 that will be able to play Atmos for you. But if you want to go really cheap, like I just got a Polk Audio Signa S4 that I'm going to do a review on. It's a sound bar. I'm using it in my living room, so it's not being used for review setup, but I use it in my living room, and it's Dolby Atmos capable. It's nice. It sounds good. 200-watt studio, Australian dollar is so low. I just bought 3 Black Friday Blu-rays from the imprint. That's a good point. If you guys have some money to spend, check out anything. Check out JB Hi-Fi or check out Imprint Films in their Black Friday sale. If you can get some stuff that's region free from Australia, the American dollar right now is really, really good up against Australia. So it's you can get some good deals there. Good call out, 200 watt. Thoughts on the best 4K TV under $1,500? If you're looking under, well, depends on the size, because you can get an LG C2 OLED for under $1,500, but it's going to be 55 inches, maybe 65 if you get it on sale. Like I just spent $1,700 for a 65 inch. If you want to go cheaper, Hisense has some really nice TVs. Just make sure you get their higher end stuff, not the lower end. Get like the U8 or the U9. Those are going to be like under $1,000. Under $1,500, you can get a 65-inch OLED TV, and I don't see why you wouldn't do that. That's gonna be the best way to go. What's a good smaller 4K TV? I'm not sure what you want for smaller. I wouldn't recommend a small 4K TV. I would never go smaller than 55 inches, and that's because you won't see the benefits. I mean, you barely will see the benefits on a 55-inch 4K TV. It depends on how close you sit to the TV. I would definitely recommend 65. It all depends on, it's all about viewing distance, and it's all about how far away from the screen you are and how big your screen is. So in my living room, I sit further away from the TV. I have a 75-inch TV. Down here, I sit closer to the TV. I have a 65-inch TV. I can see differences in those two based on viewing distance. So I honestly just wouldn't, like, unless you're gaming or unless you're like a video editor and you want like some super high tech like monitor. Like I have a 4K monitor for work and for doing YouTube stuff. It's great. I play games on it too. I play video games on it. I have everything hooked up to it because it looks great. But you'll get HDR benefits, but the resolution's not really there. So guys, I'm going to stick on here for about 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. We're going to go to 9:10 Eastern time. So let's go and get some questions in. I'll do my best. 200 watt 4K TVs are cheaper with 60 hertz, 20 hertz. The price jumps up. Watch out for that. That's true. And honestly, I don't think you need 120 hertz refresh rate. Like, I guess it's better for sports and stuff, but you got to remember movies aren't taking advantage of that. So if your primary use for your TV is movies, I mean, ideally what you'd want a TV that can do 24 frames per second and reduce judder on movies, because that's what your movies are. So 120 hertz, if you're gaming and stuff, that can be important, but not really for movies. Do you catalog your movies using DVD profile? If so, do you catalog them via genre? So I catalog all my stuff in the blu-ray.com app. I don't love the blu-ray.com website. I don't love their forums. Sorry, I've got like beard hair in my mouth. This is always the problem of having a beard. Like a hair falls out, and guess where it goes? So the Blu-ray, I have the Blu-ray. There's too much information. I have the blu-ray.com app. It's a really good app for your phone because you just dive into their catalog and add your movies. I don't love blu-ray.com and their forums because I think it's one of the most toxic places on the internet. Most forums are, but it's a terrible place, especially if you're a new collector or a new person, a new enthusiast. You will get the gatekeeping that goes on there, and the conversations are useless, and they hate me. So like, I used to spend a lot of time there. I'm probably not welcome anymore. I do catalog them. So it's called My Movies, just My Movies. It's a blue B in the App Store. It looks like Blu-rays.com's logo. Great app. I give them props for that. I catalog my stuff alphabetically for the most part in my collection, but I do keep my boutique stuff and some of my horror stuff separate. So that's how I do it, but primarily alphabetical. But I don't go crazy. I don't go like, okay, like, A, B, a movie that starts with AB has to be before a movie that starts with AM. Like, I just put all the A's together, and I just know that's where all the A's are. But yeah, I mean, they have a great app. They have terrible, terrible forums. Do I have a letterbox account? I don't, believe it or not. I don't have a. Do you guys think I should start a letterbox account? I just never have understood. I've never understood letterboxed 100% because I have YouTube and like I have Instagram and like I talk about movies that I'm watching all the time. So I don't know what the added value would be for me to get letterbox. To me, it just feels like one more place that I have to like keep up with. And that's hard enough as it is. So I don't know. Have I ever seen a movie on Laserdisc? Yeah. Yeah. I have a couple. I don't have a player, but I've seen them. Um, I've actually like I've seen them in like screening rooms a couple times. They're it's interesting because like Laserdisc, I think Laserdisc better quality than VHS, but VHS was a more convenient format. It was cheaper and it won the format war, so it took over. Duel on 4K. I don't know about Duel on 4K. Dances with Wolves on 4K. Probably, I would say it's coming soon, but I think that's a Fox movie, so yeah, wouldn't wouldn't put too much stock in that. Any good movie style forums you do recommend? Well, here's a place you can come. Honestly, I have some of the best discussions, and I know YouTube comments can be toxic too, but I probably could have had 100,000 subscribers a lot earlier if I wasn't removing people who were causing issues in the comments and saying ridiculous things and hate speech and other stuff. So I've tried to build a good community here, and I certainly think you can have those discussions in my comment sections or on my community posts. Forums that I like though, it's tough. Forums as a whole, I don't have a good experience with. However, I do like Reddit, and I think Reddit is better than Blu-ray.com forums or any other movie forums for movie collectors. So you go to Reddit, there's a DVD collection community, which covers more than just DVD collection. They've been around forever. And there's a 4K Blu-ray community, both of which I've been a part of for a very long time. There are good people there, and there actually are helpful people. You get the trolls, you get the usual bullshit, but they're pretty good. All right, I'm gonna give let's give one more minute. One more minute here. Let's answer a couple questions. Well, let's just say this. Danny Martinez. Hey, Jeff, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. I got 4,000 movies in my collection. I'm a huge fan of listening to your podcast. Subscribe to YouTube. Thank you. You're why I do this, guys like that. Yeah, just in case. Look, when I say hate speech, listen, you can have constructive criticism. I'm not going to block somebody from the page because, they said something political that some people don't disagree with. Like, I'm not gonna, but there's been some stuff and you guys don't see it because I blocked them. Like, there's been some real hateful, hurtful stuff. So I removed those people from the community slowly over 5 years, and I think we're better for it. Another good one, M Pango. Yeah, like, you love my channel, sure. If you guys haven't checked out Heath's channel, Heath runs the channel Serial at Midnight. It is a super cool channel. He knows way more about movies than I do. So if you're interested in movies and you want some recommendations, he's also doing 4K and Blu-ray reviews and covers everything physical media. But he does, I would say, more obscure stuff than I do a lot of times, which is cool. I go to him for recommendations all the time. So I think he's the best. So I definitely would recommend Serial at Midnight. Do I have any knowledge of anything coming out on 4K or Blu-ray that you guys don't know about yet? I can't say. Like, yes, I do. I hear things. None of it's concrete. Like, I hear stuff. I hear somebody's working on restoration. Um, the danger of talking about things that's haven't been released yet. So I'll say this. This almost happened. I forget what happened. Somebody posted about Criterion doing, I think, Citizen Kane on 4K. I think that was the one. Oh, no. It was the Halloween movies on 4K from Shout Factory. John Carpenter wanted to release that on his social media pages and announce it at the same time as Shout Factory. Somebody leaked them a few days before. It almost canceled the whole release. He almost pulled out of that because he was so upset that they were leaked and he didn't get to release it on his terms. So the problem with posting rumors and posting releases that either aren't officially confirmed yet or are simply rumors is that you actually could ruin a legitimate release. So that's the kind of crazy thing about it. And that's why I don't usually post. I'll post rumors that have been out there and they're floating around for a long time and have some actual information, like The Abyss has a master. Like, yeah, we'll probably get that. But I don't post stuff that I hear about because it can literally ruin deals. If stuff gets leaked and somebody gets upset at a studio or a director gets upset, they could pull the whole thing and you never see it. So I don't mess with rumors. I don't mess with unofficial announcements. I think the only time I've ever been told something that I could publicly say was by the guy who runs MVD Entertainment, Eric Wilkinson, told me that Ski Patrol was coming to Blu-ray, and he like broke that news in my podcast, which is cool. So if it comes from the guy who runs the label, sure. So yeah, 9:15 now here on the East Coast. I've had been a long weekend, so I'm gonna sign off. Been on here for about an hour and 15, so I appreciate everybody who joined. I know I didn't announce this, I didn't post about it, so I just kind of wanted to see like who would jump in. So I appreciate all of you that did and hung out here. It was a good time. But yeah, I'm gonna sign off. I got some more reviews coming. Definitely some more videos coming, tons of new content. So stay tuned for all of it. And I appreciate all the support and thank you so much for 100K. Can't wait to show you guys that new silver play button. And maybe someday we'll get the gold one for 1 million. We'll see. But I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching and hanging out.